Hello friends! Today we're going to do another Amazon video! Yes! I know you guys like my Amazon videos. I've tried a lot of stuff from Amazon. I bought a lot of shit from Amazon. Definitely of all realms of the Amazon. So I'm going to tell you my favorites today for your pets. I have a giant Dumbo dog. Her name is Riley. I like to say that she means well, but she's a bozo. Bozo the dog. In the arms of the angels. And I have 3 cats. So I've tried a lot of different things for cats and dogs. I want to talk about today all sorts of stuff. If you have a cat or you have a dog, listen up, because I'm telling you, there's going to be a lot of things here that maybe you've never heard of. I'm excited to share with you. So let's get going. The first thing I want to talk about is probably the most life-changing thing that I'm going to talk about today, and that is called, really great name here, the Slobber Stopper.
Side note, I've had this bowl for over a year, and just now I'm realizing I've been calling it Slobber Stopper when it's Slopper Stopper. So there you go.
Riley, when she drinks water, she essentially inhales it, and she's a big dog, so when she drinks water, it's just everywhere. We've tried all sorts of different bowls. We've had mats down, we've had towels down, and it just, no matter what, there would be a giant puddle of water on the floor after she drank water. It was pretty much without fail, until I stumbled across this amazing thing, this bowl on Amazon. And I'm going to tell you right now, it is expensive as hell when it comes to buying a freaking water bowl for your animal. But my floors are dry. That's all I've got to say. That sounded dirtier than I meant it, but you know what I'm talking about. This is basically a stainless steel bowl. We have the one that is huge because Riley is essentially a fish. She drinks so much water. And then Luna, also one of our cats, Luna's always downstairs, so she'll drink out of it as well. But what it is it's just this big stainless steel bowl, and it has this top that is made of plastic, and it makes it so that there is only a certain amount of water that is in the direct center of the bowl that is actually accessible, so to speak. So Riley essentially has to put her face into this water bowl to be able to get the water, and that keeps all of that spray, all of that water from getting all over the place. And it has made a huge difference when it comes to the mess that water makes in my kitchen. And there's nothing worse than, you're walking and you step in something wet, especially if you have socks on. So this has just been a night and day difference. 100% worth the price tag. Like I said, it's really expensive for what it is, but it works. I can't really complain. They know what they've done here, and that's why they're charging a premium. I can't fault them for that because it's literally freaking life-changing. Second thing is litter boxes. Litter boxes suck. There's no way around that, but I have searched the internet to find ones that suck less. Now, in the past, I have had an automatic litter box cleaner and had issues because one cat would go in and the other one would not, which led to random piles of shit all over and piss on rental apartment carpets. Not super fun. What I have found is one that works really well because the cats go in it. It does not leave a mess. It makes it just easier in general. So these ones, they are top entry. So the only way they can get in, they have to jump up on the top, go in, do their business, and then they jump out. And I've had a much less problem with messy litter getting all over because of this top entry, because they have to go on the top, and gravity and all makes it so that the litter stays in the box for the most part, but on top of that, the top part of it has like ridges, so when they walk off of it, a lot of that residue that might be in their paws is staying up there. It's really helped, especially because since we have 3 cats, you're actually supposed to have an extra litter box, one more litter box than you do animals, than you do cats. We have 3 cats. I have 3 litter boxes. I cannot have more than that, but 2 of them, because I don't want to have them, out in the open, 2 of them are in our bathroom. This isn't a big deal now because the top entry keeps it just makes life easier, and it makes it so that there's not a bunch of litter all over the ground. The other thing that really helps is to have a good litter box mat. We've tried a ton of them. We've tried ones that have like little bristles in them and all sorts of stuff, but the ones that I found have worked the best are these ones that I'm going to link here. They have like 2 layers. They have like a flat layer that is completely just like a normal mat, and then on top of that is this layer that has a bunch of holes in it. So that way, these are giant too, so they take up a lot of room, which is great because it gives that chance for when your cats are walking off that all of that litter kind of gets stuck in there and stuck in those little holes. And then it makes it really easy to clean up because they're just connected by a side, so you can just put it right over a garbage can or right over the actual litter box and pour all of that right back in. Because of the way that these litter box mats are designed, it's really easy to actually clean them up and to get rid of any extra mess. The next thing is also something that has been a huge help for us, and that is this roller pet hair remover. All of my animals have black fur, and that means that I will find just everything in my house covered with hair. It's just the life of somebody who lives with animals, right? This particular pet roll hair remover is so great because it actually works better than anything else that I've tried. I've tried the ones, you know, where the sticky tape ones where you remove each of the layers every time that you use it. I've tried ones where it collects all the hair on the bottom, but this particular one, it rolls, and in between each section there's these like rubber kind of slats that help to sort of pull all of the hair off, and then it has that kind of velvety feel on them, so they actually sticks. It works so well, and it's nice because you can actually just has a cover, so you don't have to like leave it out. It's like having the hair potentially fly off as well. It has like the best rated reviews ever on Amazon. I think I recently saw Raw Beauty Christie talking about it. It's fantastic. If you have a fur problem in your household like me, totally worth checking out. Okay, the next thing I have to talk about is something that I had in my cart for so long and I kept putting off getting it. Finally got it, and it's been a huge hit with my cats, and that is this cat window bed. I believe that the cost on this was like $25-30, and what you do is it suctions onto your window, and then it's just this little bed that sits out on the window. The cats love it. One of the cats is always in the cat bed, always looking out. We have it upstairs in our loft so they can, you know, spy on the neighborhood and look outside and see the birds, and they love it. It was definitely a good purchase on our end, and I'm so glad that they use it because you never know when it comes to beds and cats. Sometimes they'll use it, sometimes they'll use the Amazon box it came in. So when they actually use something, I'm happy. Another thing that I really love from Amazon is this set of cat feather teaser toys. If you've ever been to PetSmart, Petco, any of those places, you know that cat toys can get really expensive for what's essentially a feather on a freaking stick. It's not that serious, but they charge like $10 for these things. This set is really nice because you get that stick. It has quite a few of these attachments on it, so when one of them gets ruined or gets lost or something, you can easily replace it with another one. And that is just such a nice thing to have like this, essentially having that many so that you can see it. You know, maybe your cat doesn't like this one, but you try a different one and they like that one. I just like the fact that it came with all these extras and the price is still low, so you feel like you're getting your money's worth when it comes to cat toys. Another thing that was so great to find was this set from Amazon that is low stuffing or no stuffing dog toys. Riley is a destroyer. I cannot tell you, it's become almost a joke for me when I will get her a new toy to see how long it takes her to just completely destroy it. And then she'll go around carrying the freaking carcass of the stuffed animal around for like weeks. And it's weird, and it's just, you know, her goal in life is to get the squeaker out as quick as she can and just throw stuffing everywhere. Since we've realized this, you know, I'm always looking for the toughest toys that are supposed to be like durable, double stitch, she still tears through them within like 10 minutes. So when I saw this set on Amazon, I immediately was like, yes, this is exactly what I need, because even if it's not like the most durable toy ever, because I know the most durable dog toys are like the Kong toys, but she likes the plushy, fluffy ones with the squeaker, but then she destroys it, and it's like, regardless, I was excited to see a no to low stuffing because that's the kind of stuff that Riley really, really likes. And then I like it because it means that I don't have to clean up a mess. So So the next thing I'm going to talk about is actually something if your dog barks outside. And this is also actually nice if you have neighbors that have barking dogs. This is called an anti-barking device, and basically what it is it looks like a little birdhouse. You put it outside, you can change the settings. So for Riley, we have it at a very low setting. So it will not go off if there is noise, like if there's cars or if there's other noise. It'll only go off when she is next to it, which, I mean, it's right next to her area outside, and she barks. It started working immediately to the point where we could turn it off relatively quickly. But you can have it at a higher setting, so if maybe there's a neighbor that's barking, it'll work and it'll help the dog, to be quiet. All it does is it creates a noise that dogs don't like, and then they stop barking because they realize it's, if they stop barking, the noise stops. It's nice because it has that sensitivity, so you don't want to turn it way up high because it can end up hurting your dog's ears, which we do not want. It is just one of those things that is a training thing. Once they stop barking, you turn it off. It worked really great for Riley because she has a very deep bark. She doesn't bark ever unless she hears something outside, or if there's like a package. Other than that, she doesn't, but it's really startling. So that worked out really well. Another thing when it comes to pet beds is this one that we have for Riley, and it's nice. It's called an elevated pet bed. This is perfect for Riley. It's a little bit higher up. We call it her place, so she knows if we say go to your place, that's where she goes. I like this bed a lot, and I think that it's nice. It's a little higher up. The last thing we're going to talk about today is treats. Now, for the cats, if you have cats, you probably already know what I'm going to say, and that is the Temptations cat treats. If you've never given your cat Temptations cat treats, do yourself and your cat a favor and go get some, because I can't tell you. I mean, it even says it on there. You just shake the bag and the cats come running. I had gotten some recently, shake the bag, and the two cats, Kiki and Bub, who never come downstairs, show up right at the corner of the stairs, and they're like, oh, and they come running down. Love Temptations cat treats. Those are the best ones. The best. For Riley, okay, so I got this for her as a Christmas present 2 years ago, and oh my goodness. This is called, just when I wrote gigantic ass dog bone. It's a gigantic bone. It's disgusting. It's covered in like slimy I don't know. It's gross. This dog loved it. She never finished it, but she's one who, when she gets a bone, she's gonna eat it all day. Like that, she will work on that. That'll just be her little art project, essentially. So this was something where it was comically large. This thing is like literally this big. It's like 12 pounds. It's huge. But it was something where it's like, hey, here you go. You have something to do. Have fun. And she loved it. So that's something that I definitely wouldn't recommend for like all the time. And obviously, if you have a smaller dog, do not get them a giant ass bone. They're not going to know what to do with it. Riley, though, she loved it, and it was a nice little treat for her. So that's all that I have for you today as far as my Amazon favorites go. As always, you can check out my Amazon store where I have everything listed here and more. I promise you'll find stuff you've never heard of, because that's just how I roll when it comes to Amazon. And if you want to see my bonus video where I'm going to tell you some more Amazon favorites that I did not mention in this video, make sure you check out my Patreon, leeshaland.com, where I'm going to have a bonus video after this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon.